Less Than Whole was the very first song I ever wrote with Big Kenny Alphen. He's the tall guy in Big and Rich. And I met Big Kenny at Mercy Lounge in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was playing guitar for Sarah Buxton, who I love. My first internship, I would go through the catalog, just all the songs, and if I saw Sarah Buxton on it, I'd push play because she's always singing them because she's so good. And she's just a great friend of mine, and let me go out on the road with her and play guitar for radio shows and all this, and it just kind of give me an insight into what I was getting myself into. And there was a show at Mercy Lounge, and I've never heard Sarah lose her voice once, and somehow she lost her voice on the very last song, and she's just like, Eric, I can't sing anymore. You got to sing one. So I played a song called Deep As It Is Wide, that's the last song on the album. And I played it, and Big Kenny was sitting next to me in the kind of the guitar pool at this benefit show for the China earthquake that had happened. And I played that song, and it was just really cool that Sarah allowed me to sing, that allowed me to kind of share this song that I love, and that whole room kind of enjoyed it, and Kenny was moved by it, so that kind of started the relationship with me and him, and we've written a lot of songs together, and it really sparked Less Than Whole getting written, because that was the very first one we ever penned together. Went in and I kind of had the melody and the first few lines of the verse, you know, the gray clouds have departed, and all those lines, and he was telling me that he was working on a script for a movie that was about forgiveness, and so we just kind of, in a way, wrote this song as if it was for the movie, and it hadn't come out yet. I'm not sure if it will, or anyway, I'd love to be in it, Kenny. But it was just it's really neat how that song has kind of taken a life and a meaning of its own. When we wrote it, it was almost from a guy to his wife that he'd screwed up, and she was coming back to forgiving him, and he's forgiven her and himself. And the cool thing to me, it's a very spiritual song for me, and I think a lot of other people, but it also can be a relationship song down here on earth or up in heaven, you know. And I'm grateful that I got to write that with Kenny, and I think it helps people, and that's a big goal. I think for anybody, we all want to feel like we matter, and what we did that day matters, and I'm grateful that people love Less Than Whole and that it matters to them.